Welcome to the Bitcoin Crypto Daily News podcast for April 5th, 2026. Today, Bitcoin's market structure shows deeper cracks despite high-profile institutional buying. Can ETF demand really absorb all the selling from whales and miners, or are we heading for another bear market low? Meanwhile, whale traders are realizing record-breaking losses, signaling capitulation. Will this set the stage for a major turnaround, or more downside ahead? And as ETF inflows into Bitcoin continue to outpace gold for the third straight month, could Bitcoin ETFs soon become the new gold standard for portfolio managers? Let's break down today's top 3 developments. First, the data doesn't lie. Bitcoin's demand structure is thinning out from the inside. Even though ETFs and major institutions bought nearly 94,000 coins last month, the overwhelming selling from whales, miners, and retail holders drove net demand into negative territory. Whale wallets holding 1,000 to 10,000 Bitcoin have shifted to become some of the biggest sellers on record, offloading 188,000 coins over the past year. Meanwhile, the market's average price sits only 21% above its realized price, suggesting that while holders are still in profit, the cushion is shrinking fast. Bottom line, as large holders cash out and fear dominates sentiment, ETF inflows are now single-handedly holding up the floor. But for how long? Next, whales and sharks, those high-net-worth Bitcoin holders, are locking in huge losses. On-chain data shows these big players realized over $30 billion in losses in the first quarter of 2026, averaging more than $300 million every single day. This kind of capitulation is reminiscent of the 2022 bear market and could mean more volatility ahead. Long-term holders are also joining the sell-off, with loss realization by those holding 6 months or more at its highest average since November. Some analysts are now eyeing the $40,000 to $50,000 zone as a possible bottom, but caution, true exhaustion and selling pressure hasn't shown up in the data yet. Finally, there's a big shift underway in institutional portfolios. Bitcoin ETFs brought in over $1 billion in net inflows last month, while gold-backed funds actually saw outflows close to $3 billion. Analyst James Seifert argues Bitcoin ETFs could eventually overtake gold ETFs in size, since investors see more diverse benefits with BTC, from growth potential to hedging inflation. Despite both assets losing value over the past month, the adoption trend is clear. Wall Street is warming to Bitcoin in a way we just haven't seen with gold. To recap, today's market sees heavy whale selling and ongoing fear, but strong ETF demand keeps the range intact for now. Shark and whale capitulation suggests possible price pain ahead, but also hints at a coming shakeout bottom. And ETF trends show Bitcoin is taking the spotlight as institutions rethink portfolio gold. That's your Bitcoin Crypto Daily News podcast for April 5th. Don't miss tomorrow's update, hit subscribe or visit our blog for more in-depth analysis. Thanks for listening and stay crypto curious.